It's Madden NFL 23, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Jags and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 23.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As Indy's offense takes the field for the first time, we take a look at Matt Ryan, top 10 all-time in passing yards, playing his first career season outside of Atlanta.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing Ryan to start out. And his first pass is incomplete. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, this has been a signature of his over a sensational career since entering the league back in 2008. And you can see still plenty of strength left in that arm for the former MVP. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Ryan completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. Touchdown Colts! Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his 2nd season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Here's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. The line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. James has got it. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Lawrence on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Patterson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, Yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On second down, here's Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Lawrence. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On first down, Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Jaguars in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course, and you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win, and the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022, but the two-win Jags came up with one of the shockers of the season. They stunned the Colts 26-11 in Jacksonville, and that loss ultimately kept Indianapolis home for the playoffs. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Patterson's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Colts to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Ryan. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And Ryan's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Ryan finding Pittman there for the Colts' 1st down.
First down catch from Michael Pittman Jr. And he really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the 2nd round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have the Colts' 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
He finds his man complete. That's James. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, now Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Again, Ryan. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Good coverage on over there. He just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So 2 of 2 on third down.
Try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the shotgun, Ryan. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Ryan. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce. Taking it about the 1. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Well, we had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. Finding room at midfield. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Cole Beasley, a touchdown reception. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 81 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On second down, it's Taylor. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Ryan.
Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Colts have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Yeah, this will be a Jaguars 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Let's go, man.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple of 4th and 3rd down.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Lawrence's throw on target to James. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered theirs. That throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Connor is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shoves him away. A second stiff arm. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On play action, Lawrence.
And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards.
And the Jaguars will add to their fourth quarter lead. Patterson now for the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Trayvon Walker picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Ryan. Incomplete. And he lost the football. Room here to run. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up. They've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
He'll get this one to Pittman, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trayvon Walker
able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there.
He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked differently each and every time. He knows how to counter, how to adjust, and how to get home, as they like to say.
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taco Charlton, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. Going for the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. The clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Tried for Kirk, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And
So for Jacksonville, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week